Hello, back to do another unboxing and review. This time it's of the JBL Synchros E30 over-the-ear headphones. And these are, in fact, a pair of wired headphones, and that's important because I needed a pair in this of headphones in this category. Now, when I say this category, you might be thinking, what is he talking about? Well, for me, I've broken down headphones into three categories, all right? Namely, these categories deal with how you're going to be using them. All right. And so the first category is your active headphones. These are what you would wear when you're out running, jogging, at the gym, about town, doing whatever. Maybe you're on your break at work or whatever. And the reason why is that you can put them in, boom, and you can pull them out. And again, they're incredibly lightweight. So it's convenience, lightweight, portability, whatever. And these particular are from Philips, and these are obviously our Bluetooth, which again is a big help for that whole portability, ease of use type deal. Traveling light. Okay. And also earbuds, the more conventional type with the wire, I still consider to be in this category. All right. The other category, on the other extreme, is the bigger guys. Here's a pair of my headphones that I wear when I'm gaming on my computer. And, you know, these are meant for gaming, so you got this huge what do you call it? These big isolation cups here. They're nice. They extended wear. They're comfortable. But yes, they are quite bulky. But that's good because they got some big drivers in there. And this particular one comes to us from Razer. And yes, you have your your pull-out boom mic and everything. But what about the category in between? And that's where I think these fit in. So this is maybe your on your laptop in the hotel room and you want to watch a DVD or, something on Netflix or whatever. So you don't necessarily need to be super mobile, and you also don't maybe want to pack something as big as these guys. So this would be hopefully that in the middle category. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open these up and look at these. I picked up this pair because, well, I like the way they looked. That always helps, right? I like the way they looked. I also noticed this little thing down here. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but it's the Red Dot Award winner for 2014. So evidently a certain select group of people thought this was innovative enough to get their little award there. So, and a few products I picked this up that had this actually turned out to be pretty damn decent. So I'm going to kind of use that. I'm going to trust that for now. Anyway, and bring it back here. Side shot there. Yep. Back. List out some of this thing. I don't know if it's picking up a camera, but there you go. I'm going to read out the specs just in case it. Right. And on the side there, it looks like we have a inline remote. All right. So let's open it up. I don't know what it is. I like to keep my box in good condition, so, it opens up, here we go. Ta-da! Alright, so we have this kind of nice presentation there. It looks like we have our, what's up here? There's a little separate compartment here. I'll figure out how to get into that in a second. Sorry if I dropped this out here. Actually, no, they're smaller than I thought they'd be. This picture had me thinking they were almost as big as my Razors. But no, they're a little smaller there. But you know what? That's not bad because, again, we're looking for something in between. Oh, okay. First impression is, well, like I said, they're smaller than I thought, but that's could be actually a good thing. Let's see. Okay. So, well, obviously, most of this is plastic. Let's see here. I think this might be metal. Let me do the quick field test. Yeah, okay. These are metal. They're cool to the touch. Side there. Okay, so anyways, yeah, that's pretty decent. Obviously not as big as my gaming headphones, but still there's some nice cushioning there. As you can see, these rock up and down. I guess that's for making them more compact. Probably makes it a little more durable so they don't break in case you accidentally hit them like that. Alright. And then there seems to be, if you can see this, it seems like there's this dual band design. I'm going to assume these slide down. Oh, and I was right. Okay, so there you go. Okay, that's kind of cool. You can get to see the mechanism there. And Okay, see here, right and left. I know that's a small thing, but I think it's just good, so I don't have to go test to figure out what sides are right and left. I've actually had headphones like that. I mean, things like this, for example, are pretty obvious what ear this is, but some headphones, they just didn't tell me, so that's good. And all right, so I'm trying to see, can these pivot? Let's see here. Okay, it just seems to be just, I don't want to break them, so okay, it's just in. They don't go out. Okay, now where's the wire? Alright, so I guess that's how you plug them in. So it looks like they're breakaway at the headphone, as opposed to, there's my gaming headphones again, but they had a breakaway jack that's, considerably down the wire. This one actually breaks away right at the headphone itself. Okay, I gotta open up this little pouch here. That was in the box. Oh, okay. Looks like I did it right. Okay. So, we have instructions, I assume. Okay. Alright. So, okay. Oh, it looks like you can use these for your phone as well. Alright. Okay. This must be the actual more in-depth instruction manual. And of course it's in a few different languages. Here's the wire I was asking about earlier. So there you two. This, I'm going to assume this goes into the actual in there. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. Oh, look at the picture, right? That's a good idea. Alright, so the straight one goes into the actual unit. Alright, so boom. Yep. And then this one goes into the player or whatever your source is. Okay, and then there was the remote, right? Or the inline. Okay, so it looks like one button operation, probably single press does something, hold and press probably does something else, double tap probably does another function. So I'm guessing it has at least 3 functions on the button. And JBL, just in case you forgot what brand this is. Alright, so far, not bad. I haven't actually put them on. Oh, the pivot. I was going to do this earlier. They do, in fact, pivot that way. So you can kind of, here, I'll show you like this. So you have, they can go like that and like that. All right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and test them, see how they sound. I would play a sample music, but with all the copyright stuff that's going on YouTube right now, unfortunately I won't be doing that. I'll just give you my impression after listening to them and using them for a while. Alright, so I've had a chance to use these a bit, and I must say I'm quite impressed. And now I understand why they got the award that they did. So, with that being said, you might find it interesting that initially I wasn't all that blown away by these. I thought, they're okay, and I didn't quite understand why they're getting awards. I mean, they're not. And so, anyway, so here's what happened. I first tested them on a laptop, namely the one at work, and then I tested them on my home, on my gaming rig, and I used my connector, the extension, 3.5mm extension jack that comes out of the back, that came with the Kraken headphones, so you can, quickly connect and disconnect your headphones without reaching behind the tower. And in both of those cases, so on the computers, these were decent, but really nothing to write home about. Then I decided, well, you know what, let me try the mobile deal. So I went ahead and connected it to this. This is my little budget MP3 player. It's a real no-frills unit, and that's one of the reasons I like to use it, because it really tests the device I'm testing, not so much the player, right? So, and boy, even with this little budget MP3 player, these things came alive. As far as performance, and I say that as in contrast to what I had experienced previous. The depth, the sound, the depth is there. It has a lot of nice oomph, but the oomph feels nice and rounded. It doesn't just feel like loud. It really does feel, the bass is really solid. Okay, let's put it that way. It's not just loud, but it's actually solid. And also, it has quite a good range. On this device, I actually tested a song that is, to describe it, it's like a mix of, I would say, electronica, lounge, and ambient. And that particular song was placed on a beach, so like at sunrise. So you have these waves crashing in on the shore, and there's people talking. They don't have their conversation be really. You can't really understand what they're saying, but it's so clear. If you could ever hear what they're saying, it would probably be on these. So I was very impressed. So what I'm assuming is going on, and feel free to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think these need something with an amp built into the device. Keep in mind there are no volume controls on the headphones themselves, so you depend on the device to provide the volume. And now let's talk about the fit real quick. These, when you put them on your head, they're quite comfortable. Let me show you. You see here the ear cup rocks on top of this, being able to do this, but the ear cup itself can rock, and you can see that there's quite a bit of padding there, so they are comfortable. Now that being said, the way, if you see how the ear cup is a rather smaller diameter, I'm just going to quick put up a pair of budget headphones. Here we go. These are the Sound Logics. I did a review on these. These are budget headphones, but just to show you kind of a difference in the size of the cup that goes on your ear, you can see the JBLs are quite smaller in comparison. And you'll notice that as soon as you put them on your head, because this whole cup will basically be sitting on top of your ear. So if you're putting these on kind of expecting to feel something like these, you're going to be kind of like taken back a little, like, whoa, these are kind of small, and they feel a little awkward at first, but once you get used to them, that smaller size really kind of takes on more of a compact, focused feel. And I believe it does help with the sound because, I mean, like I said, it's all poised right to push the sound straight into your ear. So that being said, these are quite impressive, and as long as your device can give them what they need, which I'm sure, like I said, most music players and phones should be able to do that, you're good to go. These are actually quite a good buy, and considering that these, although a little more expensive, compared to a pair of budget headphones that might look big and, ooh, like these are going to be pro style, these are basically junk compared to these. So if you save up the coin and go ahead and put it towards a pair of these, well worth it.